Imagine an investment expected to provide your home, fund your retirement, and leave your children an inheritance. Sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? Yet millions of British families are expecting exactly that from one asset: their house. For decades, that didn't seem unreasonable. Buy a house, pay off the mortgage, retire comfortably, then leave it to your children. It became so normal that most of us stopped questioning it. I'm UK Finance Dad, helping Britain build wealth without pretending to be rich. Today, we're asking a question that affects almost every homeowner in the country. Have we quietly turned houses into our retirement strategy? Our homes aren't just somewhere we live anymore. For many families, they're the biggest financial asset they'll ever own. And that's where the pressure begins. We're asking them to provide shelter, fund retirement, and leave an inheritance. One asset, 3 jobs. To be fair, this didn't come from nowhere. For decades, the maths actually worked. People bought homes younger, paid off their mortgages, and often retired owning a valuable property with relatively low housing costs. Life has changed. Today, a man reaching 65 can expect to live around another 19 years. For women, it's more than 21 years. That's wonderful news, but financially it means retirement can last decades longer than it once did. Retirement isn't a 10-year chapter anymore. For many people, it's 20, 25, or even 30 years. That's a very long time for one asset to carry the weight. Maybe the problem isn't our houses. Maybe it's the number of jobs we've quietly given them. So what's the alternative? I think every asset should have one clear job. Not 3, not 4, 1. When every asset knows its role, your financial life becomes far more resilient. Instead of asking one investment to solve every problem, you build a team where each asset supports the others. Your home has one simple job: protect your family. It's the roof over your head. It's stability. It's somewhere your children can grow up without worrying whether the landlord is selling. That's already an incredibly valuable job. We don't need to force it to become our retirement plan as well. Your pension has one job: replace your salary when work stops. That's exactly what pensions were designed for. Year after year, they quietly compound in the background until one day they become the income that replaces your pay packet. That's a completely different role from your home. Your ISA has another job entirely. It gives you flexibility. Life doesn't always follow the plan. Maybe you want to retire early. Maybe you need money before pension age. Maybe an opportunity appears that you'd regret missing. Your ISA gives you options when life changes direction. Cash often gets overlooked because it doesn't feel exciting. But cash has one of the most important jobs of all. It stops broken boilers, leaking roofs, and unexpected bills turning into financial disasters. Cash doesn't make you rich, it keeps you in the game long enough to become rich. Let's make this real. Meet Dave and Sarah. They're fictional, but they represent thousands of British couples. Their home is worth around £900,000. Their pension is worth about £180,000. On paper, they look wealthy. Friends assume they'll have an easy retirement. But appearances can be misleading. Imagine asking a simple question: which asset actually pays the bills every month? The £900,000 house or the £180,000 pension? Most people instinctively focus on the bigger number. But retirement isn't funded by the biggest number. It's funded by income arriving every month. This is one of the biggest financial misunderstandings in Britain. Wealth isn't income. A house doesn't automatically produce cash simply because it's worth more. Until you sell it, downsize, or borrow against it, it isn't paying the heating bill. A pension, on the other hand, was designed to generate retirement income. That's why giving every asset a different job matters so much. This is why people can own a £1 million house and still worry about paying the heating bill in retirement. They aren't poor, They're simply holding wealth in a form that doesn't automatically produce income. That's a very different problem, and it needs a different solution. One reason equity release exists is because it converts housing wealth into retirement income. It's often presented as either brilliant or terrible, but the truth is more nuanced. For some families, it can solve a genuine problem. For others, it may not be appropriate at all. Like any financial tool, understanding the trade-offs matters more than chasing headlines. Every pound you release today is a pound that won't be passed on tomorrow. That doesn't automatically make it the wrong decision. For some families, enjoying a secure retirement is far more important than leaving the largest possible inheritance. The key is understanding exactly what you're exchanging before you decide. So, what does a stronger retirement plan actually look like? It doesn't rely on one heroic investment. It spreads the workload. Your home protects you. Your pension pays you. Your ISA gives you flexibility. Your cash absorbs life's surprises. 4 assets, 4 different jobs, 1 stronger financial plan. Watch what happens when every asset does the job it was designed for. Your home no longer has to fund everything. Your pension delivers income. Your ISA creates options. Your emergency fund buys you time. Together, they support one another, instead of one asset carrying the entire weight. That's a far more resilient way to build wealth. This week, I'd like you to do one simple exercise. Write down every major asset you own: your home, your pension, your ISA, your cash savings. Then write one job beside each of them. If you find yourself expecting one asset to solve every financial problem in your life, that's probably the place to start improving your plan. Finance Dad rule: don't build one heroic asset, build a team. Because wealth isn't about finding one perfect investment, it's about giving every pound a purpose and every asset a role to play. Britain's real challenge isn't that we love property too much, it's that we've gradually asked our homes to solve problems they were never designed to solve. Once you see that, retirement planning starts to make a lot more sense. I've been UK Finance Dad, helping Britain build wealth without pretending to be rich. If you found this useful, subscribe for practical UK personal finance every week. And remember, every asset needs a job. I'll see you next time.